Have you tried making a game in a weekend? I have. It's really hard. I started learning Gamedev last August, but I had to stop because of university. Then, just as I finally picked it back up, a developer I followed called Gerbob announced a game jam. Sure, I have uni work, but I want to make a game. Friday afternoon, the theme was announced. Go to town. I knew I wanted to make something fish related, so I named my Godot file Welcome to Fishtown. First, I made some sprites and a tile map on Krita. Then I started building up the game itself. I also used Beatbox to make a music track. Then, on Saturday, I had a whole day to sit on the train and feel anxious because I couldn't use my laptop. When I finally got home, I pressed on. I had no idea how to make a dialogue system, but after reducing my scope and finding a good tutorial, I got something working. Yippee! Then, the last day. So much to do. I had barely even started the 4 minigames that were part of the main fetch quest. I had started making one, a card game, but I left it as it was being difficult. I followed a tutorial on a Stardew-like fishing minigame, and after some crazy jank, see here, I kinda got it working. I made more assets and then got to work on switching scenes to the minigames. And I couldn't. I knew the game would reset the progress on scene switching, but all of the tutorials on saving a game and loading it were too advanced for me. So, about 6 hours before the deadline, with one minigame in an untriggerable state, I had to change my approach entirely. I salvaged most of the code, and with a canvas layer and a lot of work, I finally started on the other minigames. And I had to decrease my scope to only 3 simpler ones, so goodbye, card game. 3 hours before the deadline, it seemed like things were on track. And then I found a game-breaking bug. One of the minigame NPCs said a different one's dialogue, which shouldn't be possible, but it broke the game. I tried everything I could think of in the code. I made it ungame-breaking, but I still couldn't fix it. I gave up on fixing the bug, but I finished the rest of the game. 1 hour before the deadline, I figured out how to export to HTML. I did accidentally leave in a bit of dialogue that referenced 4 minigames instead of 3, but I got it in. There was a small extension, but since it was late at night for me, I decided to sleep. It is playable, mostly, and I'm really proud of myself. At the time of this video, results aren't out yet, but check it out if you feel like it, and check out some of the other Game Jam submissions too. For completion's sake, I'll be making a more polished version, so follow Jane404 on itch.io if you want to see it. Now, tell me,